Organizations need to embrace cloud. And I think in 2019, we've now gone through an early adoption stage where most organizations are quite heavily bedded into cloud. I think it's a case of not just trying to get ahead, but it's a case of keeping up. And it's a case of making sure that the end consumer, the customer of major organizations are being given the flexibility, the choice, that ability to have the options, be it in the world of insurance or paying your car tax or whatever it may be. And these are becoming expectations of people. Things are changing. All of these little things are now desires of the consumer. And from a business point of view, if the next competitor along in your business space is doing something, then you're going to find yourself far behind in a hurry. And because cloud does offer that choice, does offer that pace of change, we're going to see a very significant race between the major companies that we know. What we also will see are things like challengers. So one of the spaces that's most known with the word challenger is banks, challenger banks. Obviously, banks came in for a bit of a hiding over the last decade. And the reality is that using the unfortunate term millennials, but as people are growing up and they grow up with different technologies, different risk profiles, different concerns and considerations, people are more than happy to use a non-established company, a small, medium enterprise, even when they're putting their salary, their paycheck into there. So the challenger banks, and it should be considered very seriously, could very easily over the next few years wipe some of the major established organizations off the face of the map if they're not prepared to change and not prepared to keep up. So it's something that's not just a case that these organizations have to because it's useful or they can save some money. If they don't, they simply won't exist. For someone embarking on their own cloud journey, starting a foundation course, I would advise to pay attention and to enjoy it. There are so many facets and little niches within cloud computing that doing something that you enjoy is really important. Understanding which part of it jumps out at you is really important. And I think it's similar to the whole agile framework and methodology. It's pivot and fail fast. Look at something, learn something, see if that works for you. And if it doesn't, there's going to be a whole load of other things out there for you. So that would be my advice.